This evening is ANC Tshwane chairperson Kgosi Maepa. He's here for some reaction to tender allegations against Tshwane Mayor Stevens Mokgalapa. Mokgalapa has been implicated in the DA flouting of the rules by not reporting a Huawei-sponsored trip to China as the city issued a R1 billion smart city tender. Kgosi, good evening, and thanks for your time. So, we ran a story earlier by Aviu Mtila, and he spoke to Stevens Mokgalapa, who says he's very surprised by these headlines. He has slammed as false a report that the Metro issued a R1 billion tender tailored to Chinese tech giant Huawei, and he was on a trip to China at the company's expense. So I want to know what you were saying happened here and what you don't believe happened here.
Okay, first of all, thank you, and thank you to the viewers at home for this opportunity as the African National Congress to actually clarify. In front of you, we have a report.
Yeah.
Remember the ANC in Tshwane for the past year, it has run an evidence-based allegation. So when we make an allegation, we bring evidence. So this is the evidence that actually this trip, the mayor misled the public when he said, there's a report that he put on the website of the city, that he was not aware of any advertisement of tender. It's not a rigged tender. He doesn't know about Huawei, but we can show you here that the trip was signed in 2018 by both Solim Simanga and by the city manager, Dr. Mweketi Musula, and also other MMCs who are going with him. What we can actually expose today is that the DA actually planned this tender a long time ago. It is not a new tender, so that the mayor cannot say to people that he came there this year, he has been there for 4 or 5 months, he doesn't know anything about it, he's seen it for the first time when he went to China. We can explain as the ANC and put it to you that we have also made our own computation, consulted with the ICT people, and realized that this smart city project, they call it Safe City in the city of Tshwane, but in fact, they're putting it through ICT. What that means is that they want to take all the components within the city of Tshwane. Metropolis should have been the ones running this, because if you talk about safety, Metropolis must come. But it's a misleading by the DA that they are actually taking over the ICT infrastructure of the city of Tshwane, using this thing. And why will the mayor travel overseas for only a 26 million tender when there are local players, of course, who can do this work? We know that the mayor has not answered who actually put the spec together for this tender. And we are asking again as the ANC that the mayor must show us where did the person who put this tender understand the spec and the product of the company.
So you're saying, and just so we are clear, because I don't understand tender talk, okay, as most people probably don't as well, you're saying that this tender actually does, or this deal has been made with Huawei. Is that what you're saying, the R1 billion deal, with him saying it's not, that's not the case? He says instead, like you say, a 28 million rand tender categorized by a very big number, GICTs, that's according to the city, okay, his spokesperson. So he says that there is money that's going towards a particular project, but you're saying it is what you say it is.
I've brought evidence here for you.
And his name doesn't appear in any of these.
Yeah, but remember, what we are proving to you, remember, Mokgalapa is not, there was a Solim Simanga just a few months ago in February this year. So we are proving to you that the DA, remember, Mokgalapa and Soli come from the same cloth. We are saying to you that the DA, it's a preconceived tender, this one. Because if Mokgalapa only knew about it now, as he claims in the report, only in July 2019, why was it signed on the same thing, on the same free trip? Because what we have brought to you is a stamped official council document saying there's traveling in August and September 2018. So what we are saying is that this is a preconceived and pre-rigged tender of the DA that they have all conceived previously. Mokgalapa is just completing the set.
Okay, well, I'm just going to read here, because apparently there's another issue that he didn't get party approval to travel. So I don't know if you can throw the entire DA. I mean, look, it doesn't sound right. It doesn't look right, according to what you were saying. But do you think the entire party is involved, or this is just, you know, Stevens Mokgalapa and whoever else surrounds him at that?
Look, what we have seen as the ANC is that the DA is completely unprepared to govern the city of Tshwane. I mean, there have been a list of erroneous schoolboy mistakes that have been done in the city of Tshwane from when they came on board till today. I've seen today in an editorial, and I would like viewers and yourself to familiarize yourself with, written by Kennedy Muzuli, who is a reporter of Pretoria News, explaining in detail why were there so many mistakes of the DA in the city since they started taking over. So the ANC has made it a point, and I mean, if you remember, last year is exactly the same time when we exposed Let Africa, Solim Simanga and Musula, they came out together on the interview, and he said there is nothing wrong about Let Africa. It's not happening. It's not true. You know now history. It has happened.
Now again today.
Now they are saying again that they don't know this thing. Mokgalapa is denying. The ANC can reveal, on top of what Sunday Times revealed yesterday, that in fact the DA has planned this thing long before upstream Mokgalapa. Mokgalapa actually, he is lying, a blue lie, when he says that he doesn't know about this. Because me and you have it here. How can a mayor of a city come on national television and say, I don't know? I don't know what is happening. I don't know about this report. How did he travel?
And then admit to being on a trip and saying the paperwork got lost somewhere in an online application. So very quickly, what are you going to do now with all of this?
The African National Congress is saying that there is a lot of things that are happening in the city of Tshwane. I mean, you have a head of emergency who has taken money off IDP that was meant for ambulances. He's now wanting to hire a helicopter and on expenses and so on, Mr. Prevent Governor. People like that. I mean, the DA has hired people who are unqualified. SAQA has confirmed that Mr. Prevent Governor, in fact, has falsified his qualifications. There are many examples and a litany of examples that have we can only come to one conclusion, that the DA can't govern the city. There is a big problem in Hammanskraal, as you know, of water. I mean, there have been tests that have been done by the CIR that has said that the water is toxic, the water has E. coli and fecal matter. I mean, things like that. I mean, the only conclusion that the ANC can come to is that really the DA can govern, and this municipality must really be considered to be placed under administration.
Well, let's see what happens. Let's see what his own party says, because they seem to be unaware, or say he didn't apply for permission to go for this, and it just seems like it's, you know,
his own
it's
party
not clear at the moment.
So.
Okay, we'll wait and see. Thank you very much for your help and for coming in and chatting to us about it, and bringing us the proof, of course, your proof as well. Thank you very much.